you think you know the Black Death. But what really happened in medieval Europe was far darker than you can imagine. Millions of people died, entire cities vanished, and horrors unfolded that were never recorded in textbooks. Today, we reveal the hidden truths they never wanted you to know. The plague arrived in Europe through trade routes from Asia. But few realized that entire villages simply disappeared, leaving nothing behind. Some chronicles mention that in one Italian town, people began falling ill after merchants touched silver coins. As if the disease could travel with money itself. The symptoms were horrifying. Buboes, bloody spots, high fever. Contemporary accounts describe a strange stench of death that hung over entire cities. Legends even claimed that the plague could speak through nightmares. People would die repeating strange words in their sleep. People tried to flee the infected cities, but chaos only grew. The church and authorities could not cope with the crowds of the sick. Wandering peasants appeared, people who collected the belongings of the dead, sometimes performing odd rituals to protect themselves from infection. Historians hid some of the darkest horrors. In one city, victims were buried on massive barges floating down the river, believed to carry the evil away with the current. Many of these sites are still shrouded in mystery. The Black Death didn't just kill, it changed the course of society. Labor shortages gave peasants more freedom. Some towns, where mortality reached over 60%, never recovered. Alchemists tried to create cures from rare herbs and even gold, but most experiments ended in mysterious disappearances of their assistants. Legends grew alongside the plague. Stories of plague angels walking the streets, warning of impending deaths. Some believed that if you left a mirror on a crossroads at midnight, you could see the soul of the next victim. The psychological terror was as deadly as the disease itself. People lived in constant fear, never knowing if they or their loved ones would survive the night. Families barricaded themselves in homes, while strangers roamed the streets, carrying death unknowingly. Entire cities were abandoned, roads became overgrown, and whispers of the plague haunted the land for decades. The horrors were so great that many were never recorded, erased from memory, or hidden in obscure manuscripts. The Black Death reshaped Europe forever. It was not just a disease, it was a social and cultural earthquake. Cities fell, economies collapsed, and the fabric of medieval life was torn apart. Would you have survived in 14th century Europe? The horrors you just heard are only a fragment of the untold story. History remembers the numbers, but not the faces, not the fear, not the nightmares that walked among the living. The Black Death left a mark on humanity that we still feel today. And yet, much of what really happened has been lost, hidden, or forgotten. What you've just learned scratches the surface of the terrifying truth. If you want to uncover more hidden histories, follow the stories that textbooks never tell. Because the past is darker, stranger, and far more horrifying than you can ever imagine.